Investigation and assessment of infiltration incidents involving the Republic of China, Taiwan, military government and hostile foreign forces. Introduction. Recently, Taiwanese society has witnessed a series of major cases related to Chinese infiltration and agent activities. Most notably, the so-called Republic of China Taiwan military government, led by retired ROC Lieutenant General Cao Enkwa, has been accused of receiving funding from the Chinese Communist Party, CCP, and attempting to stage a coup, causing significant shock. This report compiles publicly available information from Central News Agency, NTD Television, United Daily News, and others to examine the historical background, organizational structure, CCP-related activities, and political context of the ROC Taiwan military government. Starting with President Lai Ching-te's recent statement defining China as a hostile foreign force to Taiwan, this analysis offers a comprehensive discussion on the challenges to Taiwan's democratic security and proposes policy recommendations. 2. Overview of the ROC Taiwan military government. The Republic of China Taiwan military government was established on February 28, 2018, initiated by retired Lieutenant General Cao Enkwa. Its stated objectives include restoring social order, safeguarding the ROC constitutional system, eliminating the Taiwan civil government, and opposing independence while promoting unification. However, in practice, its activities mimic military structures, dividing the island into military jurisdictions such as Taipei, Taichung, Tainan, and Taitung, and forming units like the Youth Army, peacekeeping forces, and prefectural governors, akin to a political military organization. In contrast, its declared target of elimination, the Taiwan civil government, was founded by Dr. Roger C.S. Lin, advocating that Taiwan, under the framework of the San Francisco Peace Treaty and the Treaty of Shimonoseki, remains an undetermined territory under U.S. military occupation. The organization promotes de-Sinicization and relies on international law to assert that Taiwan should be under the trusteeship of U.S. military governance. Having operated in civil society for many years, the organization serves as an international advocacy entity. It is noteworthy that although the Taiwan civil government has often been misrepresented by certain media outlets, its core philosophy centers on peaceful and lawful promotion of Taiwan's international status normalization. It explicitly advocates for rebuilding Taiwan's legal relationship with the world through non-military and non-violent means. The organization actively engages in litigation, petitions, and lobbying efforts, especially targeting the United States, Japan, and the United Nations, to promote the legal position that Taiwan is not a province of China. These efforts have educational and advocative value in strengthening Taiwanese people's awareness of sovereignty and international legal norms. Historically, the Taiwan civil government filed two landmark lawsuits against the U.S. federal government in 2006 and 2015, challenging and requesting clarification of Taiwan's political and sovereign status under the San Francisco Peace Treaty, commonly known as the Lin case in USA. The lawsuits asserted that the U.S. as the principal occupying power since World War II, has the legal obligation to recognize and protect the international rights of the Taiwanese people. Although the courts eventually dismissed the cases as political questions, they also affirmed that the U.S. occupation over Taiwan has not been terminated, indirectly validating the Taiwan civil government's legal foundation. These cases marked a milestone in drawing international attention to Taiwan's unresolved status. Dr. Lin has repeatedly emphasized in media interviews that Taiwan is not part of China, and has urged the U.S. to fulfill its military occupation responsibilities under the San Francisco Peace Treaty. Moreover, since December 20, 2011, the organization has also organized the birthday tribute delegation for His Majesty the Emperor, and the Yasukuni Shrine Memorial Ceremony delegation, on an annual basis. These delegations visit the Yasukuni Shrine to pay respects and deliver birthday tributes to the Emperor of Japan, further emphasizing the consistent message that the people of Taiwan do not forget history, uphold peace, and respect treaties. These actions serve as symbolic expressions of Taiwan's pursuit of international legal status and its historical linkage with Japan. Through legal seminars, public outreach, and international litigation, the Taiwan civil government continues to pursue the ultimate goal of normalizing Taiwan's international legal status within a lawful framework. It offers Taiwanese society a peaceful, legalistic alternative path and contributes positively to public awareness of international law, historical treaties, and national identity. 3. Analysis of General Cao Enqua's CCP infiltration case. According to reports from United Daily News and the Central News Agency, Cao Enqua, along with his godson Ho Xiaokong and girlfriend Liu Yizhen, have been accused of receiving financial support and instructions from the CCP. They allegedly built an armed organization in Taiwan, plotted plans to overthrow the government, and even promised to act as internal collaborators for the People's Liberation Army in wartime. Prosecutors have indicted 6 individuals under the National Security Act, with Cao being the highest-ranking retired military officer implicated in a CCP espionage case to date. According to New Tang Dynasty Asia Pacific Television and related reports, this case is linked to a CCP agent network persecuting Falun Gong, aiming to establish a hostile information system in Taiwan and combine it with political warfare operations, thereby threatening social stability. 4. Political context and China's infiltration strategy. In March 2025, President Lai Ching-te clearly stated in a national security meeting that China is a hostile foreign force to Taiwan. This marks the first time a Taiwanese leader has officially used such adversarial terminology, sending a strong signal domestically and internationally. Taiwan will no longer tolerate strategic ambiguity and is actively building legal and institutional defenses against infiltration, espionage, and psychological warfare. Scholar Akio Yaida remarked that this statement represents a milestone in cross-strait relations, indicating Taiwan's growing sovereignty consciousness in its national security posture and alignment with U.S. strategies against authoritarian infiltration. China's hybrid warfare and social disintegration tactics against Taiwan. China's infiltration of Taiwan is not limited to isolated incidents, rather, it constitutes a hybrid gray zone warfare, including the following dimensions. 1. Financial infiltration, targeting retired military personnel, local religious groups, and grassroots political organizations through funding and network building. 2. Information manipulation, utilizing pro-China media and online platforms to steer public opinion and spread disinformation. 3. Organizational replication, entities like the ROC Taiwan Military Government, Peaceful Reunification Promotion Association, and Rehabilitation Alliance, mimic legitimate political or military structures to legitimize their operations. 4. Psychological warfare and intimidation, conducting military drills, drone intrusions, and cyber attacks to create societal unease. 6. Public perception and legal challenges. According to Professor Chang Chao Pao of Tam Kang University, the emergence of organizations such as civil governments and military governments reflects loopholes in Taiwan's governance and legal framework, as well as a trust deficit among the public. Dissatisfaction with current politics makes it easier for fringe organizations to attract followers. Currently, Taiwan lacks comprehensive regulations for supervising organizational development, funding sources, and ideological indoctrination. While laws like the National Security Act and Anti-Infiltration Act exist, there remains a legal vacuum in terms of defining and preempting quasi-military or proto-governmental organizations. 7. Conclusions and recommendations. Taking the ROC Taiwan Military Government CCP infiltration case as a starting point, we observe the following trends and conclusions. 1. China's political infiltration of Taiwan is becoming more sophisticated and organized, exploiting Taiwan's open society to launch subversive activities. 2. Taiwan must legally define the boundaries and responsibilities of hostile non-governmental organizations and their activities. 3. President Lai Ching-te's designation of China as a hostile foreign force is strategically justified and should be accompanied by a democratic defense legislative framework. 4. Education and media must strengthen societal resilience against disinformation and hostile infiltration. 5. Taiwanese society should positively recognize peaceful legal advocacy for international status, such as that promoted by the Taiwan civil government, and clearly distinguish these actions from violent or subversive behavior. This case is not merely a political scandal, but a paradigmatic example of how a democratic society confronts authoritarian infiltration. Only through a solid legal system and heightened public awareness and resistance can Taiwan maintain its democracy, freedom, and national security amid major global geopolitical shifts.